Hi guys, so I've had the car for about a week. It's the 2007 Alpina B7. Um, I got the front the driver's door to lock, to close and stuff, but I'm still waiting for the handle to get here to replace it. The one I received is defective, so I'm still waiting on that. If I were to buy the handle from BMW, it'd be like 700 bucks. If I have to go that route, I will, but I'd rather not. The oil, I changed the oil as well, and that so it's good for another 12,000 miles, but my mechanic said to change it in 8,000 miles. And I had to go to BMW and buy some transmission fluid because it was a little low, and I added a quart and a half of that to and each quart was like $40, but it had to be BMW for that. So I bit the bullet in that one just to be sure. This light doesn't, it comes up as an error on the dash, so I got to look into that eventually. And the previous owner lost the key to the wheel hub, so I end up having my mechanic remove that hub for me, and this is how it looks with the hub, so I could get the key made, get the code off the key to make a new key, and right now I'm waiting for that to return. Some of the things that I noticed that's wrong with this car compared to the previous video is that, one, the spacers, obviously, I don't really, to me, that's more of a personal thing. I don't like the spacers because sometimes when I hit a dip, it'll hit, it'll bottom out, so and scrape the wheels. There's no damage that I can see, so that's fortunate. The AC doesn't work in this car. I'm waiting for the AC compressor to get here. So that should be here this week. One of the things I noticed that I was really concerned about, every now and then some white smoke will come out the back, and then that'll be the end of that. And then about 2 days ago, the knock sensor came in. Now with the white smoke and the knock sensor, the only thing that came up as the common denominator is the mass airflow sensor could be defective. So I checked for leaks and whatnot, and there isn't any that would lead to the white smoke. Like say there's a crack in the block or something. There's none of that. So it turns out it's a mass airflow sensor. I disconnected while the car was running. I disconnected the mass airflow sensor, and the car was still running, so that meant that the mass airflow sensor is defective. Unfortunately, I can't find that part online new, so I have to order that from BMW, and that's like $502 before tax. So I mean, if that's all it takes to fix this car, as far as that's concerned, that's great. This back door here stopped working. I could open and close it, no problem, but the electric lock won't work, and the window doesn't roll up and down anymore, and that just suddenly stopped working. So my mechanic said it might be a fuse. I still have to check that. There's also a small valve cover gasket leak, which I intend to fix in this restoration process, only for my peace of mind, just in case I decide to keep the car. It will be, all that will be fixed. Now while I'm in there, depending on the situation, I might change out all the seals around the fuel injectors and do the seals on, the head gasket as well. I'm not sure. It all depends on how much that's going to cost and if everything looks good. With modern fuels and the way the oils are in these vehicles, those things should be fine, but you never know. So I'll know probably later on this week as I get around to it. Quick note, this car is actually faster than a Ferrari 360 Spider. One of my followers hit me up an email on a website that I'm on, where I actually have this car posted for sale, and said he did some work for Ray Lewis, who happened to have the Alpina and the Ferrari 360 Spider. And Ray Lewis said that the Alpina is actually faster than the Ferrari, and I believe it, because a lot of the time in my research on this car, even though it was not designed for racing, you can take it to a race track and you can race it in sport mode, but it was really designed for street driving, and it is faster than a lot of those the exotic cars. I mean, for the price that it sells for, it is in my opinion, a supercar in like a sedan package. It's really comfortable to drive. I think the most comfortable car I've ever driven, well, the two most comfortable cars I've ever driven, is the Cadillac CTS and the BMW, the Mercedes-Benz, what is that, CLK 350, I think it is. Very comfortable cars to drive. But of the two, I think the Cadillac is way more comfortable. This one has a different ride. It is comfortable. You can relax and drive. It's not twitchy or none of that stuff. It's very stable because it's a heavy ass car, so that's to be expected. So that's the update on this vehicle. Waiting for the key for the wheels, waiting for the air compressor, the AC compressor, figuring out what to do with this door handle, and I have to order that mass airflow sensor, which I could only get from the BMW. That's like $500, so I'm gonna order that today, and it comes in 2 days. Overall, I'm very pleased with the vehicle once I get all the mechanics working. One of the things I want to address is this hood. It has a vent back there, right there, but I don't think it's enough ventilation. If for some reason, you put it in the comment section down below what you'll think, but I want to replace this hood with a carbon fiber one with a lot more vents in it, just to help keep it cool. I mean, it's a centrifugal supercharger, so it only spins when it reaches a certain RPM, and it's it's just a lot of heat. I can even feel it through the firewall sometimes. So hopefully y'all like this update. Put a comment in the comment section down below. If those are all the simple things I just got to fix on this car, that's all it is. I don't mind doing that. It's a $120,000 car that greatly depreciated in value, I guess, but it's because it's so rare. I don't see it depreciating much. I think it only depreciates because people don't know what they have, and they don't value what they have, and they're trying to just sell. They probably strapped cash and had to sell for almost nothing. I am not one of those people, so I intend to make sure I get a decent price for this car, but I'm also going to put some money into the car to make sure the next owner really has a peace of mind and don't really have to do anything with this. And again, if you are a new family man, you have a Viper sitting around, you got kids now, you got a wife, then you still crave that horsepower, this is the car for you. It is an exotic car because it is rare. There's only 500 of these are in the country. 500 horsepower, 506 pound-feet of torque. It's on par with the Viper as far as horsepower, except this thing drives much better. I don't have family to worry about too much, and kids to really drive around. Mine have grown, so this car is something that was an opportunity I saw. It's a rare vehicle, the price was right, so I bought it, and it could be yours. So if you have a Viper and you're looking to trade, put a comment down below. You can come and check it out, and I'll take a Viper in almost any condition, as long as the body looks good and the engine and transmission works. All the other stuff really is not really important to me. I can always fix that stuff up on my own. Even if it doesn't have an engine, you know, hit me up still. You know, I'm not looking for like salvage, but I will take a salvage as long as everything, you know, it's comparable to this car. Again, $120,000 car when new. You know, it's a hyper luxury car and it's super fast. It'll even beat a lot of supercars. So hope you'll like this video. Y'all have a good day.